Hey, Chicago Triathletes. Coach Brian here to give you some hot tips on how to plan out your strength training sessions when you are traveling, whether that is for work or for vacation. So in my former life, before I became a full-time coach, I traveled a lot for work. So in that process of trying to make sure I was able to keep strength training, I would go through a variety of these processes or hot tips on making sure that I was able to find the right type of facility and or the right kind of space for me to continue to work out while I was away. So first off, if you're booking a hotel or resort yourself, look for those that have a quality gym, and those would be the ones that have free weights or some machines, some variety of exercise equipment. Now, if you are not the one booking the hotel, whether that's your company doing it for you or you are staying with friends and they've made all the arrangements, then that's your chance to try to look ahead, get the information of where you are staying, try to do some prep work and scout what type of facility or gym training area that hotel or resort has, and then be able to try to determine if that's going to be a best place for you to be able to work out during your trip. Now, if that hotel does not have a gym or you're staying at an Airbnb, something like that, then the next best thing to do is just do a quick Google search and try to find a gym near you. Most times, a gym will allow you to either get a free pass or a daily, multi-day or weekly pass for a discounted rate. Sometimes these hotels may actually have a relationship with that gym that's nearby. If not, at worst, most of the time you can find a day or multi-day pass for somewhere between $20 and $30. And last but not least, worst case scenario, there is no gym nearby and there's no gym in your hotel. So you're left with body weight workouts for what you can do inside your hotel room. And this is where we're going to get to find some good variety of things that you can do in that particular space with the least amount of equipment that you would need to actually bring yourself. Okay, so if you do not have a gym in your hotel or you don't have access to one wherever you are staying, and you're stuck with just doing body weight or lightweight type of exercises in your hotel room, let's go ahead and start with the easy stuff first. Some great body weight exercises, some core exercises you can already implement, and then we'll move on to the next thing, using bands. Hey guys, editor's note here. We are going to go ahead and send a link down below for the BMC Performance YouTube channel where I already have a set playlist of great bodyweight exercises that you can use as a template for when you are at your hotel room or Airbnb, don't have a gym facility to go to, and use these as your starting exercises for any push, hinge, squat, and core exercises that you can use. These are both unilateral and bilateral exercises that you can use. Now let's go ahead and move on to our pull options with the bands. So now that we've seen a couple body weight exercises, a couple of core exercises that we can already implement into our in-room workout, the next thing is going to be a very inexpensive and a very simple way to add exercises, especially pull exercises, P-U-L-L exercises, that we can incorporate into our workout inside our hotel room. And that is going to be with bands. Bands are a great option because they, like I said, are very inexpensive. You can get them off Amazon for anywhere from $20 to $40 for a set of varying weighted bands. And you can have ones where they are able to vary in tension based on the number of bands that you use by doing a clip-on variation where you put your handles through the clips and you can go with a single band with resistance, or you can use multiple bands for resistance. So one key question that I get all the time from athletes that do incorporate bands into their workouts, especially when they're traveling, is what are the weights or what are the resistances of each band? And I always tell them, don't worry about what the label or the band says their resistance is, because all bands are not created equal. The resistance is going to vary based on the brand and style of band that you use. So go more by feel, right? You're going to know from a band's tension of whether or not that is going to be the correct band for the exercise that you're choosing, and or if you're adding bands to the tension, if that's correct. So go by feel, Test it out, try different variations, find one that is going to provide the right kind of stimulus and type of tension that you're looking for to make it good and challenging for you when you are working out. Now, the way that the bands are going to be most effective for you are going to be for any push or pulling exercises, as well as some good core exercises that can create and or prevent some rotation. So here are some of the examples of some different exercises you can use. And again, if you're incorporating something like a push-up in your workout, then you will be using your bands predominantly for pulling exercises, and these are a good few.
Now, for your workouts, make sure you use the door frame attachment that comes with the bands to secure them in the right height and position for your exercise. Here we're doing a standing, row, and a half squat position. Next, we will do a half kneeling lat pull down with the bands. Here is a single arm version. Here we have a standing face pull. Next are straight arm pull downs. Think pull your shoulders down and drive your hands to your hips. A nice little tricep push down, locking your elbows by your ribs. One of my favorites, high-low wood choppers, getting some good oblique work. And lastly, some bicep curls. And finally, putting it all together. Here are 2 full body circuit workouts incorporating 6 body weight and band exercises that you can perform for anywhere from 2 to 4 sets, totaling 20 to 40 minutes while you are traveling. We hope these help and that you're able to easily incorporate these into future traveling strength sessions.